Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily Tesla report for Monday, March 2nd, 2026. Let's take a look at the charts. I'm going to jump to this weekly chart, and this is big picture. We did close last week. We did close the previous week below the 418.86 channel bottom, but by a pretty narrow margin. Last week was a bit more decisive, as you can see. It did hold. And we did close negative on the week. We actually closed at a new low weekly settlement price following that recent, well, I say recent, a couple of months ago, all-time high. So the two combined bearish still. We do have this descending channel top at 414.91. The original, if you will, is 409.66. And that is a structure that we did close Wednesday above, if you recall, and we recommended a buy signal at that time. Obviously didn't play out. What did hold, obviously, was a parallel structure off of this first high going back several weeks. And so, we were watching that at the time. It was a minor point, but we're using that now, this extreme descending line off of this high that runs parallel to the channel itself. It is, it gets very subjective, so we like to present the buy signals when they occur and just go with them. But they don't always play out, obviously, as is the case here. So it is 414.91 to 418.86. It is a rough 4-point zone of resistance, ceiling of resistance that can be sold into, and below which we still maintain a longer-term sell signal that I think ultimately can yield this rising channel bottom on the weekly chart at 324.23, which will be pushing into the 330s later in March, et cetera, on the way up. There is also this descending channel bottom at 358.91. So let me back up just one more time and mention that holding below the 414.91 to 418.86 area maintains a bearish framework, as you can see, lower low, lower high framework as we've continued off of that December high. And the base of this channel, the 414.91 channel, is at 358.91, still a 3 to 5 week target. Until or unless we close back above this area, this 414.91 to 418.86 area, ultimately it would be a settlement on Friday back above 418.86 that would tell us we are likely to continue north into the second quarter. I'll get to that in a moment. So let's work our way down from here. We do have 390.12 that may actually be in reach today. We are at war now officially with Iran. And I don't know how much Tesla may be impacted by this, obviously, but it is part of the broader indexes. And so there is that beta element, the correlation with the indexes. So there will be selling. If there's broad-based selling, Tesla will probably be part of that mix. 390.12, 3/8 Fibonacci that held about 3 weeks ago in reach today, can contain daily lows. Might we bottom out here into later week? It is possible, although I'm not expecting it. The overall trend remains bearish. I'd rather have you be short at higher price points in this 414.91 to 418.86 area than a bottom picking 390.12 on a 3 to 5 day basis. I think for the day it's fine. I just wouldn't be surprised if Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of this week we close below this 390.12, and that sets off 373.81 as a 3 to 5 day target. So your 3 to 5 day framework is right now selling the mid to upper 410s, 414.91 to 418.86. Anticipating over the next 3 to 5 days, 390.12. If we close below 390.12, 373.81 within 3 to 5 days, etc., down to this descending channel bottom, which remains a 3 to 5 week or sooner objective, holding below the 414.91 to 418.86 region. And so closing below 390.12 is yet another sell signal into later week. 373.81 likely then within 3 to 5 days. 373.81 is this former long-term channel on the weekly chart, and we've been using it as a pivot point for over a year now. It was a settlement back in, I think, November of 24. If you recall, we skyrocketed, almost reaching this 5-6 year channel top, fell away. It's been a pretty decent pivot point all along, and it can contain daily only selling pressures. Now, of course, there's a lot of distance between us and that. There's a lot of distance between present price points, is really what I should be saying, and 373.81. So, if we do get hit this week and this market does fall away aggressively, 373.81 may well contain weekly selling pressures. I think we can give it that sort of credibility. And closing below 373.81 is once again just another indication of 358.91, which is our 3 to 5 week target. 358.91 dropping steadily, converges over the next few weeks with this 333.73 rising speed line. It converges if you follow this all the way into later March. It converges with the 320s. And why is that important? Because in the 320s, we have this longer-term channel bottom. So I'm going to keep pointing to this as an objective, to this 324.23 formation as one that can contain quarterly, possibly annual selling pressures. We can round up nicely from here. We are now caught in this band as of officially last week, 418.86 our ceiling as we move through March, below which 324.23 expected over the next couple of months. Now, if we do close today above 418.86, that is an aggressive upward pivot into later week. Might we see 443.45 by Friday's close? It is certainly possible. Doubtful, though, given the environment we're in. I will say a settlement above 418.86 is a 1 to 2 week swing trade to the upside. 443.45 then expected, rising steadily, able to contain at least daily. I will probably, over the next week or two, bump this up to a 3-star resistance. It probably will deserve it by that point in time, and we could fall away. But overall, 418.86, if you're looking at the weekly chart, closing back above it, does invite 535.93 over the next 3 to 5 months. And yes, if we were then to subsequently close above the 443.45 formation, we push into the low 500 region within about 3 to 5 weeks. And we'll be watching this on a day-by-day basis, of course. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. If you're looking for your daily NVDA report, you'll find it at wickedstocks.com. Daily SPY, daily Triple Q, 2 individual stock picks every single week that cater to the 3 to 5 week, out to the 3 to 5 month near-term position trader, near-term investor. I think that's about it. Go to wickedstocks.com and take advantage of that 2-week free trial. I'll be back tomorrow, of course, with Tuesday's Tesla report. You have a great day.